Damn, why am I so ugly? What's up, family? It's Clips, and today we have something a little bit different. So a few days ago I was playing some Xbox with my boy Nfear and BK, and they were telling me, dude, do a Q&A. And we were on live stream, a lot of people were like, yeah man, do a Q&A. So I thought, maybe I should do a Q&A. So today we got a Q&A. I reached out to all you guys on Twitter and I was like, if you want to be in the Q&A, use the hashtag ClipsQ&A. Ask me some amazing questions, I'll give you a little bit of the sauce. I was pretty surprised at the number of people who actually reached out and asked me some good questions. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the interaction. I try my best to interact back, sometimes a little bit hard because I have a lot of people trying to get to me, but I'm working on it. We'll grow together, I promise. I've never done anything like this before, so I apologize if this is not what you expected, but this is my first time doing it, so I'm about to, burst a cherry. So the first question comes from this guy named Asaya Logan, and he asks, are you really in FAZE? Bruh, I never formally left FAZE, never told anyone, I quit or anything like that. No one ever kicked me, quote unquote. Only one person truly knows the answer to that question. Well, actually a few people, but you know who you are. The next question comes from my man Saul H_24, and he asks, how did you feel when you graduated high school? So I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. I was like the happiest kid on earth because I'm not a big fan of school. School is a great thing, don't get me wrong, but me, it just wasn't for me. The next question comes from @Ramzify with 3 Ys, and he asks, do you still remember your first trick shot or feed? Truthfully, I don't. But one of the most iconic trick shots that I ever hit, one of the first ones, that was in Ilcams as well, was a drop shot no scope wall bang on Terminal. It's in Ilcams 1. So if you guys never seen it, check it out. Go search it right now. That was simpler times. The next question, we got one from @JGLXX, and he asks, do you plan on getting sponsored by G Fuel Energy? I don't plan on getting any sponsors. I just game for fun. It's not something that I'm looking to gain anything from, truthfully. I just like having fun playing video games. This is awesome. I just love interacting with you guys at the end of the day. But G Fuel is pretty cool, and if they want to sponsor the boy, just tell them, hit me up. For the next question, we got one from All Hail Retro, REHTRO, Retro. I like how you spelled that, bro. And he asks, who's your favorite rapper right now? At this time, I listen to anything that's new. Once a certain artist gains an amount of fame, I kind of just stop listening to them because I can't really relate anymore. I like to listen to people that I can relate to. I probably listen to new music every week. Like, I have different songs in rotation. I don't listen to the same stuff over and over and over and over. But if there's a certain artist that doesn't get old to me, it probably is gonna be Kid Cudi because he's awesome. Since the beginning, like, everyone knows in the beginning of FAZE videos, we always used to use Kid Cudi, but he is an artist that never gets old. His music hits the soul. Next question comes from Rodolphe Memiji. I don't know how to say your name, man. I'm so sorry. And I apologize about that. And he asks, what's the best clip you've hit? This is a hard one. I don't really hit clips. I know my name is FAZE Clips, how ironic, but the best clip I've hit, I don't even know, man, because I don't hit clips. And this next question comes from Aphmos Guitar, and he asks, what's your favorite food at the moment? I mean, we all know the answer to this one. It's gonna be cheese pizza, well done, duh. And we got a question now from @iOS Kraken, and he asks, do you plan on visiting the new FAZE house? Do I plan on it? Probably, but who knows what the future holds. I don't think this is a question, but I'm gonna include this anyway just because it's ridiculous. This one's from @XSilentChaos5X, and he said, fart. Do I look like FAZE Adapt? This one's from Supreme Mixer, and he asks, why do you delete your songs off SoundCloud? Because I'm not the same artist I was 30 seconds ago. I got a question from @Joel Cinchi, and he says, rain or adapt in 720. I don't even know what that means, and I don't like to pick sides, so I'm gonna just say FAZE Clips. Now I have a question from @Nick_NaxTS. He says, what's up, homie? Do you wish to have FAZE like it used to be instead of vlogs? Honestly, I think I love what FAZE is doing because, like I said before, if you limit yourself, you'll stop growing. So I feel like they're doing an amazing job at progressing. If you guys don't like the vlogs, don't watch them. You know, they do post Call of Duty content every now and then, so if that's what you guys like, just watch that. I mean, it's not that hard. You can't really tell someone what they want to do. It's what makes them happy, what they enjoy. And truthfully, I like the vlogs better than the Call of Duty videos just because it's easier to make a vlog and it's more enjoyable, and it's kind of like a memorabilia purpose. Like, you can go back and look at all the fun times you had in real life versus just the seldom fun times you had playing video games. I think it's the best of both worlds, honestly. I got a question now from @Turnage, and he says, how many tacos can you eat in 5 minutes? No balls. Do I look like Blaziken? Bruh, I got balls. I'm just kidding. I don't even like tacos. All I eat is chicken, pizza, Starburst Doritos. Keep that in rotation. You're gonna end up like smoking like the boy. I got a question now from @FlippinFweck. I don't even know what that is, but you know, you're doing it, bro. And he asks, do you intend on extending your YouTube brand as a career option? Keep up the dope work. Hey man, I appreciate it. But as far as extending it as a career, that right now is pretty tough because, you know, skills don't pay the bills at the moment, and I gotta pay the bills, and you know I'm gonna keep it real. So I got one now from @AmityParody, and he says, have you ever raged at COD? If so, which one and how hard did you rage? I rage at all the CODs. My mild rage, where, you know, I'm not going too crazy, is where I'll scream a little bit and just complain about how the other team sucks, but truthfully it's me. And then I have the worst rage that ever happened to me was probably in Halo 3. That's not Call of Duty, but I used to get so mad playing that game. I used to throw my controllers, bang it on the ground. You know, I used to go crazy with that shit. And you know, I used to break analog sticks back in the day, but you know, that was a simpler time. We're not gonna go too far into that. Now I got one from @ExoMallard, and he asked, would you quit YouTube or quit gaming? That's already happened to me once, and I've seen what happens from that, and I know that hard work pays off. So right now I probably won't quit, just because I enjoy it so much, one, and two, because you know, I don't want to let you guys down. I feel like I'm that dad that went to the store to get milk and never came back, but you know, I finally came back. Shit's crazy. This one's from @Cresswell_, and he asks, do you play any sports video games like NBA 2K or Madden? I do play NBA 2K. I don't play it as frequently as I should, but you know, I do enjoy whipping my friends' asses a little bit in that game because, you know, I do got the sauce. I don't play Madden, but you know, it is a pretty fun game every now and then. There's actually like an 8-year-old who beats me in that. Shout out Gio, you know who you are. Now I got one from Alvin Cerna 93, and he asks, Kodak Black or Lil Uzi? #Cozy Boys. Cozy Boys is ASAP Mob, I hope you know that. And this is a trick question because Kodak Black's from Florida, he's a new artist. Lil Uzi, he's from Philly, he's a new artist. They both make great music, but I fuck with them both. Now I got a question from Menta VII, and he asks, what is your favorite thing being in FaZe? I think you meant what's my favorite thing about being in FaZe, and I'd have to say just how welcoming they are and how cool people they are, because after being gone for so long, they still welcome me with open arms like I'm a brother to them, and I really respect that because, you know, they're pretty chill, you know what I mean? And not a lot of people can do that, and when I went to go over there and visit them, they were just so cool, and it felt like I'd known them forever, you know? And that's just awesome. Now I got one from @XThunderRise, and he says, can you even hit the dab? We all know I messed up my shoulder a few weeks ago, but I'm gonna try my best. This one's from @Ty_Lur_C, and he asks, you going to Anaheim? Hell no. This one's from @CultXTony, and he says, are you Mexican, and are you going to be joining FaZe anytime soon? I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican. And to that second part of the question, this one's from @CodNinja83, and he says, will you stream more over the summer now that school is out? Bro, I'm 21 years old, I don't go to school, and I'm gonna stream as much as I can now because I don't have a job till probably July 11th. Hopefully I get that job, by the way. They still haven't called me back, I'm pretty sad, but you know, if they would have sent me an email if I didn't get the job. So it's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. Either way, let's just hope for the best. If you guys don't know my stream, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/clipsog. Now I got a question from @It'sLazar, and he says, did you still keep up with FaZe after you got the red ring? By the way, love your content, bro, keep it up. Honestly, I didn't. Once my Xbox red ring, I was so like mad at the world and my parents wouldn't get me another one that I just kind of fell off the YouTube side. Like, I just totally gave up on everything. I never looked back. The answer to the question, no, I didn't keep up with FaZe until recently, about like 5 months ago. So I think it's pretty cool what they did though. Definitely, you know, shout out to Tommy. Now I got a question from @JosePaleo510, and he says, what's something that you regret doing or not doing? Something I regret not doing has to be continuing with the gaming, but at the same time I don't regret that because it's all about timing, and I felt like I would have messed a lot of things up because of my immaturity. And this one's from @Daisy, and he asked, do you love me? Of course I love you, bro. I love all of you guys. For the next one, I got one from @Darwin with a bunch of L's, man. Is that even necessary, bro? You don't want to take that much L's in life, bro. Just chill. And he says, who was the first member in FAZE besides leaders? It was kind of a team thing, like we all played together, and other than the first leaders, it was FAZE Resistance's real life friends. I believe it was J Cakes and Magic, I believe. I'm not too sure because it was so long ago, man, my memory's shot. And this one's from @AdrianG2001, and he says, would you rather join FAZE or make your own clan? We all know the answer to that question. I don't want to make my own clan. Nothing will ever be like FAZE. This one's from @iTrizzy, and he says, do you plan on reaching 1 million subscribers in the next couple of months? I think you meant subscribers. But I don't plan on it. That would be crazy as hell. I don't think 1 million people want to watch my videos anyway, but hey, that's crazy. And this one's from @ValueXylo, and he says, who is your favorite Red member? I don't really know anybody in Red. I don't watch any of Red's videos. I didn't really know what Red was till recently, but my favorite Red member, ex-Red member, has to be Red No Fear. Shout out to No Fear. Now this question's from @Rafi, and he says, what's your favorite next gen Call of Duty? Next gen Call of Duty has to be Black Ops 3. I haven't played most of the next gen Call of Duties, but Black Ops 3 is super fun. I really do enjoy that game. Now this next question is from @XDQ_Ryan, and he says, do you enjoy COD? And if so, are you getting Infinite Warfare? I really do enjoy COD, one of the funnest games out right now. And do I plan on getting Infinite Warfare? Yes. Just don't know for which console yet. @Rafi, and he says, are you going to get a PS4 for COD 4 Remastered? I do want to get a PS4 for COD 4 Remastered just because all my real life friends, they have PS4s, and I want to be able to play with them because it's fun, you know, we talk shit, and you know, that's just how it goes. And this next question is from my girlfriend, and she says, what do you love most about your girlfriend? Everything. Now this one's from @SavageBomber. He says, other than COD, what is your favorite game? That's a tough one. My favorite game has to be Sleep. You guys ever heard of Sleep? You should try it sometime. It's where you lay on your bed and you just go to sleep and you just dream, man. You dream. And now I got a really good question from @_supremacy__. And he asks, will you ever release those clan hats? Yes, coming soon. Please be patient. We're working on it, man. We're working on it. I got a question from @HughCurrent, and he says, play me in a game of Skate. If you got Skate for the Xbox, let's run that. I got one from @JigsyMC, and he asks, do you still hit trick shots? I don't go for trick shots anymore just because I feel like I'm gonna catch a cramp in my hand trying to do that crazy shit. I like to keep it simple. I don't hit any of that crazy stuff, so I guess the answer to that question is no. And I got a really good question from @Travisto03, and he says, how did you get into Call of Duty? Well, there was a time when I was at my friend's house, one of my best friends, I call him my brother. I've been friends with him since 5th grade, and we were playing Halo 3 all the time. So I used to bring my Xbox over there, you know, we used to just game out all night. And his brother, little brother, used to have a PS3. I used to play in his brother's room, you know, because his brother used to sleep on the couch. I know it's pretty crazy. So he would be playing in his room, I'll be playing in his brother's room. We would just game out Halo 3. But one night, he fell asleep early. So everybody's asleep, and now I'm just bored and I didn't want to play Halo anymore. You know, I've been playing that all summer. So I went on his brother's PS3, and he had Call of Duty 4. The rest is history. And I got another question from @OKKhalifa, and he says, when did he start playing COD? I guess that's kind of like the same question I just answered, but maybe when I was like 13, 12-ish. I don't know, whenever Call of Duty 4 came out. I didn't snipe or anything like that. I used to drop shot with the MP5 and, you know, try hard. And I got a question from @Lordy_Moses13, and he asks, what are your plans for the future? My plans for the future are to turn up and live life. That's just how it goes. Not turn up as in go crazy like you see in movies like Project X, but turn up as in just progress and, you know, enjoy life. And I got a question from @SprintZen. He says, what happened to FaZe Housecat? Are you still in contact with him? I don't know what happened to FaZe Housecat. Back in the day when I left, he was still playing Call of Duty. If anyone can answer that question, drop a comment below. I know his dad sometimes watches these videos, so if anybody wants to know what happened to Timid, his dad has a Twitter and it's @Timid'sDad, and he has a YouTube channel, so don't ask me, ask him. And I got a question from @NFears, and he says, how did we meet? As don't know, I've been friends with NFear before I started FaZe, and I actually taught him how to snipe. Now he's way better than me because he's been playing the whole time I haven't. But we met in a Call of Duty game on MW2, and he didn't know how to snipe. He was ass and I was shitting on him, so I invited him to a game. We 1v1'd on Rust for a little bit. I was teaching him how to quick scope. Don't forget 360 last. All right, this one's from @George Lodge, and he says, who's someone you would want to collab with? Someone I would want to collab with is Pharrell, because he's awesome, whether it be video games or music, or also Tyler the Creator, whether it be video games or music. I don't really pay attention to any YouTubers when it comes to this community, just because I haven't been around, so I don't have the need to, or like the urge to. I know that sounds horrible, but I don't know, man. I just be doing me. I watch like music interviews all the time on YouTube. I don't really spend my time watching stuff in the community. I know that sounds horrible, but I love you guys. And this one's from @I'mComic, and he said, why did you start FaZe Clan? I started FaZe Clan because I saw teams like Optic, you know, really enjoying video games and taking it to the next level, and I was like, you know what, I'll probably never get a chance to join one of those big teams. Let me just start my own thing. I didn't think it was gonna be as big as it is, but hey, look what happened. This one's from @JakePreciado2. I apologize if I butcher your name. He says, are you gonna live in the FaZe house LA? And now this question's from @John_Gazzy. He says, do you remember me? If you're the real Gazzy, of course I remember you, man. You used to send me all my freaking kill cams because I didn't have the HD PVR. Shout out Gazzy. Now this question's from @OSergio. He says, what position do you think you would be 5 to 10 years from now? I hope I'm not in the fetal position just crying about how my life sucks, but let's just hope for the best. This one's from @SquirtBarrel. He says, I just want to be in the video. Well, you're in the video, man. Shout out. This question's from @Wizusk, and he says, when are we collabing, boy? I got the beats. Bro, send the beats. You already know my Twitter, man. Now this question's from @Sides_C. He says, what's your favorite COD of all time? Bruh, my favorite COD has to be COD 4, bro. Let's go. This question's from @XAdrian with 2 A's. He says, what's your absolute best clip you've hit during your COD time? And I don't know. I don't hit clips like I said before. I'm shitty. Question's from @SpaceBlurXI, and he says, how do I get females? Bruh, what the hell? I don't get no females, so I don't know. If you want to get females, just do you, man. Be yourself. Now this next question's from @FuckProds, and he says, are you a G? Of course I'm a G, man. And real G's move in silence like lasagna, so I ain't even gotta say nothing. Now this next question is from @Ricky_Blast420, and he says, what inspired you to come back to YouTube? What first inspired me to come back to YouTube is, you know, a few months ago I woke up and just remembered the password to this YouTube channel that I'm uploading this video on. Saw all my old videos and I just loved it. It brought back such a good feeling, and I forgot that feeling, and I felt like that was something I was missing in my life right now, just having fun. So right now I'm just having fun. That's what inspired me to have fun. This question's from @ProRobins, and he says, what videos did you work on back when FaZe first started? When FaZe first started, the only focus we had was ill cams. Once things started popping off, we of course needed to expand and try different things just so it didn't get old, but ill cams was the main focus back then. That was like the only thing we all worked on. Of course we wanted to do montages and such like that, but my main focus was just hitting trick shots and having fun with my boys. Now this question's from @1996X, and he says, what got you into skateboarding and what's your favorite trick? What got me into skateboarding was who got me into skateboarding was my 5th grade best friend, the same one that I played Call of Duty for the first time at his house. And we just were the same 5th grade class. He was into skateboarding, and you know, I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. So I got into it, and from then on, man, it's a wrap. My favorite trick has to be a tray flip, 360 flip, greatest trick alive. You know, I couldn't even land it without doing it off of something back in the day, but now I could do it flat ground like it's nothing almost every try. To me, that shit's crazy. Now this question's from @OnlyLucky, and he asks, will you ever move in with the FaZe guys? Now this question's from @CodyCoolV, and he asked, did you really start FaZe? Yes, I really started FaZe, and I came up with the name, but it wasn't a solo effort. It was me, FaZe Resistance, and FaZe Housecat, aka FaZe Timid. Our real names, my real name's Eric, FaZe Resistance's real name is Ben, and Timid's real name is Jeff. Shout out you guys. I love you guys, man. This question's from @Bry_ZX. He says, do you plan on going to the FaZe house once they move to Cali? I feel like I answered this question like 5 times already, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. This question is from @JuanTheAbstract. What makes you the happiest? That's a pretty abstract question, man. What makes me the happiest? It just has to be making people happy, honestly. If I can make someone smile or change their day, whether it be holding the door for them or giving them something, I don't know, man. Just whatever brings joy to other people. If I can bring joy to other people, that makes me happy. So honestly, I don't know. That's a pretty hard question. This question's from @OMG It's King Logic, and he says, are you going to try to meet up with the other FAZE OG leaders anytime soon? That would be awesome. I don't have anything planned, but if you guys are out there watching this video, hit me up. You can hit me up on my Twitter @OGFazeClips, my YouTube, just drop a comment or, you know, do what you gotta do, man. I'm out here. Now this question's from @Geronimo, and he says, if you would dye your hair any color, what would it be? That's a tough one. If I could dye my hair any color, it might be purple or green. I know that's crazy, but I don't know. Maybe white, like some crazy shit. For the last question, I wanted to go way back because I really wanted to answer this question back when I did the interview with Apex, because this is when the guy asked it, but we didn't do any Q&A questions back then because everybody wasn't even asking us questions. This one right here is from FAZE Sensor, and he asked, that's a tough one. I didn't think it would go this far. Like I said, I think it's amazing. The reach that it has, it makes so many people happy. It changed so many lives. Like, honestly, I could die happy. Just the fact that I know that's something I was a part of, even though I was a part of creating, made so much of a difference. And it really, you know, it really did change a lot of people's lives and basically gave them this foundation to do great things. And I'm forever grateful for that. I'm forever grateful to Tommy to taking it as far as he did. He's the definition of hard work pays off. It's just amazing, man. It really is amazing. But I'm gonna wrap this up. It's been fun. I hope this video wasn't too long. It's your boy Clips. If you guys don't know, my social media is twitter.com/OGFazeClips, Instagram.com/ClipsFaze. Snapchat is @OGClips. And of course, if you guys want to watch me live stream, I do live stream pretty frequently. It's twitch.tv/ClipsOG. And again, thanks for watching my videos. Keep it G. I love you guys. Peace.